has got point-to-point form, but not winning point-to-point form like one of the rivals, or two of the rivals that we'll come to in just a second. But a well-backed favourite, as you were saying, Angus, the Sketcher, pulled up on his debut between the flags in April of last year, but then wasn't seen out till a very good second in a point-to-point in mid-October, when beaten only ahead into second, and the front two were well clear of the third. The form's already looking fairly strong as well. So the Sketcher making his rules debut here for Harry and Dan Skelton. It's a smashing pedigree as well. The dams from the family of Cypher Malta, who was a really good chaser back in the day. Good few years ago now, but that is a really good page, that. The Sketcher, the well-backed favourite for the bumper here at Ayr. There he is, heading down under Harry Skelton. Mentioned point-to-points at horses with winning point-to-point forms. Well, Finis Pride comes into that category for Lucinda Russell and Michael Scudamore. He's a horse that was an impressive winner of a point-to-point towards the end of October last back end in an open maiden on goodish ground, won by 7 lengths. They did admittedly come home fairly well strung out on that occasion, and he subsequently was sold for £130,000 at the Cheltenham November sales. Now he could be anything, and as you would imagine as well, another nice pedigree, this gelding by Wings of Eagles, now carrying the colours of the Celtic Corporate Partnership in the right hands as well. Jack Power rides a fair bit for Russell and Scudamore, and he is on board this Finis Pride, who makes his debut under rules. We've also got Kattegat with Sean Bowen bidding for a four-timer here this afternoon, co-trained by David Killahenna and Graham McPherson. The tongue tie goes on Kattegat, who finished in third place at Wetherby over Christmas on soft ground. Just got picked for second, actually. Was in second place until just getting overtaken by Ink Black Heart in the closing stages. He's beaten just 2 lengths in the end. The winner, a likeable Rogue, sent off favourite and ridden by Brian Hughes, who's riding in this race for his wife Lucy, incidentally, on My Friend Cooper. But yeah, good running back by Kattegat, and no doubt after that it was reported maybe that the tongue tie would help. So Kattegat wears a tongue tie for the first time this afternoon. El Gangster, Craig Nichol and Donald Willans teaming up here. They've already had a winner this afternoon, and quite a likeable type of horse when I saw him in the paddock as well. Got a run in bumper company on soft ground at the end of November at Carlisle. It's quite a good run, actually, at a big price when ridden by Sean Quinlan, beaten 5.5 lengths by Lovable Retrograde. He's a decent performer. That form looks quite strong. I wouldn't be surprised to see Donald Willans go close here with El Gangster, ridden by Craig Nichol. Should mention Allfor as well, because Allfor's another horse with point-to-point form, beaten 3 lengths in a point-to-point back in March. Miles clear of anything else, the front two on that occasion. Rules debut here, and another horse from the Russell and Scudamore camp, this one ridden by Conor McCann. So all in all, it's a fascinating end to a really good day's jumping here at Ayr this afternoon. Some decent horses have gone on from winning bumpers here at Ayr. I wonder what this one will produce. Let's go to Stephen and find out.
So flags up, and the field walking in. Stand by them for the 7th and final race of the afternoon here at Ayr. And they're off. The flag has been dropped and the field jump away for the Coral Pipped at the Post Payouts Open National Hunt Flat Race. 7 of them covering 2 miles to end the card here. And away smartly is Allfor, one of 2 Russell and Scudamore runners, alongside the Sketcher, Harry Skelton. They're the front pair. Finis Pride, the other Russell Scudamore inmate, is in 3rd place. And then we've got Blue de Nerf in the green colours away to the left. Blue with the white cross of Lorraine is El Gangster, and then we've got a couple of lengths to Kattegat, and held up last of all early on is My Friend Cooper in the hands of Brian Hughes as they stride on. Had a steady gallop down the home straight for the first time, and the Sketcher had a couple of starts in Ireland, pulled upon the first of them both in point-to-point. Second last time out, was only beaten ahead on the most recent one. That was in October. And he has a narrow lead over Allfor, who also was second in an Irish point-to-point. That was some 10 months ago. And these two are followed in third place by Al Gangster. He showed with some promise when third at Carlisle on debut at the end of November. He races alongside Finisk River. Had 2 starts in Ireland in point-to-points as well, 4th and then a win. That win was in October before joining the Russell Scudamore team for £130,000. A couple of lengths to Blue de Nerf, who races in 5th place under JJ Slevin. Finished 5th at Downwall on Boxing Day. And then we've got My Friend Cooper, who's towards the inside, the only mare in the lineup of Kattegat. Kattegat was 3rd at Wetherby over the festive period, beating just 2 lengths in a big field. Going down the far side and on towards the halfway stage, with the Sketcher by just over a length, leading Allfor. Al Gangster, 3 parts away 3rd, and just ahead in 4th to Finisk River. There's 2.5 lengths to Blue de Nerf in 5th. Kattegat and My Friend Cooper at the back of the field, almost stride for stride. And the 7 runners are heading on down towards the far turn. And the Sketcher continuing with his ears pricked to take them along. From Allfor, Al Gangster, Finisk Pride, Blue de Nerf. My Friend Cooper, she won her only start in an Irish point-to-point as well, but it was nearly 2 years ago. And Kattegat just dropped back to the rear of the field under Sean Bowen. Maybe isn't travelling as well as 1 or 2 of the others, but still in touch, as they are now going left-hand down inside the final 3/4 of a mile. In the Coral, pipped at the post, Payouts Open National Hunt Flat Race. And the Sketcher is led from the start and is a neck in front of Allfor, who's always been 2nd. Al Gangster under Craig Nicol racing in 3rd, and they're being followed by Finisk Pride, who's just getting squeezed now by Jack Powers, getting a bit lower in the saddle. My Friend Cooper's making a bit of progress. He's gone past Blue de Nerf, and Kattegat is still at the rear of the field. And as they come off the turn, it is the Sketcher, who's 2 lengths in front of, in 2nd position now, Al Gangster. Making ground is Finisk Pride. My Friend Cooper behind them. Allfor's come off the bridle towards the right. Kattegat's being driven along. Blue de Nerf is now the back marker, and the Sketcher would seemingly have them all on the stretch at the moment, heading on down towards the final 2 furlongs. And the Sketcher being shaken up by Skelton and readily begins to open up on the opposition. Finisk Pride keeping on in 2nd from My Friend Cooper, then Kattegat, and then Allfor behind those, with Al Gangster a big gap to Blue de Nerf. But it will be the Sketcher who's going to make a fine start here for the Skelton team. He's coming up towards the line with a widening lead. The Sketcher wins the bumper and has made all to do so. Finisk Pride kept on well in 2nd. There was a gap then to Kattegat, who took 3rd from My Friend Cooper in 4th.
Well, the right horses have filled the frame here, but to be honest, they're all chasing shadows behind the Sketcher, who's made a very well-backed favourite. He wasn't beaten far in his point-to-point, and he's made every post a winning one, hasn't he? And he's fairly romped to victory, and he will be an exciting prospect. As I mentioned, he's a lengthy type as well. Dam from the family of Cypher Malta, who's a good operator, admittedly a lot of years ago now. But when you see Harry Skelton just open up this horse and get him to stretch his legs, he goes about his business, I think in the end, very professionally. I love the low head carriage of a horse who really tries, and